Here we go again. Today I'm reacting to a follow-up video on about the three boys ranging from ages 12 to 15 who raped a 12-year-old girl. Now, this video is a follow-up to what happened so far, was progressing with the case so far. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and check it out right here on YouTube. And as always, I'll leave a link to the original video in the description.
And now to disturbing details coming to light in the violent rape of a 12-year-old girl.
Three teens being charged as adults in the case were back in court today as a judge weighs whether they should remain behind bars. Local 10's Leah Motorhon has the latest from the courthouse in Miami.
This was a case that shocked South Florida and made headlines around the country. Now prosecutors want to see the three young men charged in this heinous crime locked up until their trials. Three boys accused in the violent rape of a 12-year-old girl appeared in court.
Look at them. They look so scared and so innocent. Yet they are charged with a crime that's so heinous. It's besides me. It's beside me.
Court Wednesday for pretrial detention hearings.
Look at him. He looks terrified. He looks scared. And he looks like there's a feeling that I think I felt not in any kind of situation like this, but it's like you're scared, but you kind of have a little bit of relief because you have your mom there or some parent there that's on your side.
The adolescents are each charged as adults. The state believes 13-year-old Nelson Nunez, 12-year-old Josiah Jones, and 15-year-old Xavier Tyson should all await trial behind bars.
I want to cheat all.
Judge Richard Hirsch says he wants to see the defendant's full school history before making any decisions. The alleged rape happened the night of June 18th at a community garden in Overtown. The victim allegedly left a friend's home when she encountered the boys. The victim told police Tyson and Jones held her down and Jones put rocks in her mouth to keep her quiet.
Yeah, that's that's some fucked up shit right there. Like the level, like what was in these boys' mind, and what was in these boys' mind, like for them to even think about doing this. Like what have they seen? I have no idea. Like why would they even do something like this? I mean, at that age, I wasn't even thinking about that. Yes, I was thinking about girls. I wanted girls, but to that level, no way. Mm.
Tyson and Jones held her down, and Jones put rocks in her mouth to keep her quiet. All this as Nelson allegedly raped her, an attack that police say lasted for 30 minutes.
And then, of course, we have to say alleged. And for those who don't know, because I've watched multiple videos about the original story, and yeah, I noticed that some people, you know, didn't know if these boys did it or not. And apparently, there are two witnesses that I haven't seen the media reported that there are witnesses who saw it. Another a fourth boy who witnessed it, and yeah, who said he saw it, but he was too afraid to go and do anything because he feared that he was outnumbered and that they would jump him.
Never expected anything. His family's never expected anything from Josiah. I never had any type of behavior like this from my son.
The mother of 12-year-old Josiah Jones testified despite a prior unspecified.
And speaking of just what she said, yeah, sometimes it's not the parents' fault. Sometimes the parents do everything to raise their child. Because I've seen kids in two parents' home raised by both parents who have done some heinous things as well. So, but I mean, you're more likely not to follow on this path with both parents in the home. But it's not something that you say that can't happen. Um, some kids get influenced by other kids, and that's the thing when you send your kids to public school, um, with kids who 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 may be on the uh, um on the wrong side of things, and your kids can be influenced by that. And yeah, so you could teach them all you want and you could tell them not to, but especially when your kid wants to fit in, they're more likely to end up doing the wrong things even though they know it's wrong.
The mother of 12-year-old Josiah Jones
Follow the wrong
testified,
crowd.
despite a prior unspecified case in the juvenile justice system, that her son was not a troublemaker.
My client is the only one of the four boys who actually took pause, who had a conscience and says, we should stop. This is going too far. This is rape. We shouldn't be doing this.
Jones
So why was he there? Why was he there? Did he think that was just going to scare her or something and then it just went too far?
His lawyer said statements made by the victim herself suggest his client was remorseful and participated out of fear.
I understand that the victim feels that maybe he was pressured and maybe he was coerced, but he is still the man that admitted that this is rape and still continued in his actions and actually is the one that put the rocks in her mouth in order to stop her from screaming.
Wow. So both things, I understand what both lawyers are saying there. And yes, he did feel remorse and suggested they should stop. This is grape. But then he continued and did and put the rocks in her mouth. And it could be, listen, he wants to fit in, or he's afraid if he doesn't participate in what they're doing, then they're gonna retaliate against him, and he might, they might beat him up or whatever. Who knows what the case is? But the thing is, you still participated, whether it was out of fear or what it is. You still participated. You could have run away, and I know, I know, a lot of people is gonna say I'm telling I'm saying he should have snitched, but yes, he should have went and told someone, because I can't see how a child is being raped and another child saying something, and you're gonna say he's a snitch. But yeah, he should have said something. He should have ran away and said something, called some adult, or something. If you felt that it was wrong and they shouldn't be doing this, you instead continued, and you continued and you participated. Now I know they're kids, but still, certain things I can't justify that with, oh, they're kids.
My client shouldn't be held.
Okay, I hear you, sir. I don't agree with you.
Xavier Tyson is the only defendant out of the three who is currently out of custody. His pretrial detention hearing has been reset for March 24th. As for the other two boys, their hearing will continue on Thursday. Reporting in Miami, Leanne Morejon, Local 10 News.
All right, you let me know what you think about this in the comment section. I believe that these kids should be charged as adults for the heinous crime they did towards that 12-year-old girl. Again, as I mentioned, even though that one of the boys had remorse and was suggesting that they stop, but the thing is, he still continued, and he was the one that put the rocks in her mouth so she wouldn't scream out loud, regardless if it was through fear or whatever. You still participated initially. You went along with it. And yeah, I heard when the judge said to the lawyer, when he said my client shouldn't be here, and the judge said, I disagree. I completely agree with that judge. He should be there regardless. Sometimes fitting in is not, it's not the right thing. I mean, I didn't fit in school, and I was fine with that. I didn't care about being popular and being, around the most popular kids and all that stuff. All of that didn't mean a damn thing to me. And yeah, it means nothing in the end if you're going to be doing the wrong things. If you're following a crowd of kids that are doing the right thing, then by all means. But yeah, once you start seeing the wrong things happening, that should tell you that it's time to go. It's not time to be a part of this anymore. And I knew that from a young age. I did get involved, not in the wrong crowd, but some of my friends did do the wrong thing. And if I know ahead of time, I did not participate in those things, I would leave. Yes, I pulled the when we had those little boxes with the police and the fighter stuff for the fire. You just pull it, and then you tell them there's a fire here, or we need police assistance here. Back in the days, yeah, us kids would go ahead and pull that things down and create a false alarm. We have the police showing up or the firefighters showing up, and even though there was nothing happening, yes, I've done things like that. But if I was told, oh, there's going to be a fight here or a fight there, I did not want to be a part of that. I would actually leave. If certain gang activities, I wasn't a part of a gang, I did not want nothing to do with that. If some of my friends, they want to go and see what's going on, that's on them. I left. I did not want to be a part of that. And I would, you know so, and that's because my parents taught me well. I'm not gonna lie about that. They taught me to stay away from those things, and I did it. I listened and I did it. They had told me to stay away from drugs, and my mom did something unconventional. She took me to an area where you had all bunch of junkies sleeping on the sidewalk and high and drunk as hell. And she said, "This is what doing drugs. This is what drinking too much alcohol and stuff will do to you." And that's what I seen. And I even seen someone I known, and he was like, he was wealthy in the community, had a big house, has his own business, and yet he is sleeping on the sidewalk. He's sleeping on the street. He's sleeping in the park. Instead of going to his house because he's so high he couldn't even make it home. And yeah, that scared the hell out of me. My mom even took me to uh, um, she took me to a jail and showed me and had me seen. Well, I think she had me speak to the whoever's running the precinct. I forgot what you call him again. And they took me to the back and showed me all the people that's currently in jail, and it terrified me. And then it terrified me even more when I saw one of my aunts in there. She was in there having the shit and piss exactly where she sleeps, and that just terrified the hell out of me. And yeah, never wanted to go to jail, never wanted it straightened me up a bit. I mean, I was a bad kid, but not this bad, not not that bad, man. So yeah, it starts from within the home. Certain things you can't just say, it's boys being boys or whatever. You have to start correcting these things. And again, I'm not putting all the blame on the parents, because again, you could teach your parents. I mean, teach your parents. Parents can teach you all right from wrong, but you still have outside influences that is getting to your child, and no matter what, and your child is basically being reprogrammed. So I'm not mad with anyone who say they want to homeschool their child. Maybe that is the best way to go. But yeah, like again, you let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to check out my Rumble channel. Check me out on TikTok and on Twitter or X. So until next time, peace. Ah.